Welcome to this edition of SAU Magazine, a weekly program featuring news, profiles, sports, commentary, interviews, and special events, all coming to you from the campus of Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.
This is a Southern Arkansas University News Brief. I'm Joann Lane.
And I'm Robert Chatman.
SAU's president has a new job. Dr. Stephen Gamble is the new president of Eastern New Mexico University. Gamble signed a 4-year contract with a starting annual salary of $145,000. Members of the Eastern New Mexico Search Committee believe Gamble's presidential experience and background in recruitment and retention were major factors in the selection. Gamble takes over on August 1st.
Southern Arkansas University will soon begin its own presidential search. In 1992, Dr. Stephen Gamble was one of more than 100 candidates for SAU president. The Faculty Senate is interviewing members of the 1992 Search Committee to help establish criteria for 2001. In addition, faculty, staff, and students have been encouraged to participate in the process. Further questions about the presidential vacancy will be addressed at the next SAU Board of Trustees meeting.
Commencement exercises take place Friday, May 18th at 8 p.m. at Wilkins Stadium. A total of 248 students are scheduled to receive their diplomas from SAU. This year's guest speaker is Arkansas State Senator Percy Malone. A resident of Arkadelphia, Malone represents the 3rd Senate District. Malone was responsible for a higher percentage of funds being received by SAU during the spring legislative session.
Staff Excellence Awards were presented at the recent university breakfast. Those honored were Admissions Director Sonny Whittington, Administrative Secretary Pat Thompson, and Development Director Sharon Eichenberger. Service awards were also presented to staff members employed at SAU for 10 or 20 years. Whittington and Nurse Frances Skinner were honored as recent retirees. Whittington first came to then Southern State College in 1957 as a football player.
An aging demographic base and a largely agrarian service area. These are major challenges faced by SAU in recruiting and retaining students. Aggressive efforts at marketing the institution have allowed enrollment figures to increase. Fall 2000 enrollment was at an all-time high of more than 3,000 students. Spring 2001 figures show an enrollment of more than 2,700 students. Resident hall population increased by 99 students over the spring 2000 semester.
This is a final edition of SAU Magazine for the 2000-2001 academic year. It airs each semester on radio stations in Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, and Mississippi. A student-produced television program, the SAU Report, is also available to cable households in Southwest Arkansas and Northeast Texas. New radio and television programs will resume production in September. This has been a Southern Arkansas University News Brief. I'm Robert Chatman.
And I'm Joann Lane.
With an SAU Profile, I'm Marsha Walters.
And I'm Mwachiro.
The Bray is the official student publication of Southern Arkansas University.
The newspaper has been in existence since 1923 and is issued each Thursday throughout the fall and spring semesters.
Funding for the paper is partially provided by student fees, with the remainder coming from advertising fees from local businesses.
It is provided free throughout the year. The newspaper features student news, views, editorials, and sports.
The Bray is a member of the Arkansas Press Association, the Associated Collegiate Press, the Arkansas College Media Association, and the Louisiana Press Association.
The office is located in Wilson Hall, room 123.
The Bray is also published on the internet at saumag.edu/newspaper.
With an SAU Profile, I'm Mwachiro.
And I'm Marsha Walters.
SAU Sports, I'm Monica Rasmussen. The Mule Rider baseball team has been eliminated in the Gulf South Conference tournament. Alabama Huntsville defeated the Riders 12-4. Coach Steve Goodhart's squad ends the 2001 season with a record of 39 wins and 15 losses. SAU was ranked 15th in the nation in the latest collegiate baseball newspaper rankings. The women's tennis team did not enjoy similar success this season. SAU ended the campaign with a record of 3 wins and 16 defeats. Coach Wayne Garner's squad beat Arkansas Monticello twice and Christian Brothers once. The team struggled in matches this year. Out of 152 total matches played, SAU won 27 and lost 125. This winning percentage of under 22% is something the squad hopes to improve in 2002. SAU recently participated in the Gulf South Conference Men's Golf Tournament. The University of West Florida placed 4 players in the top 10 to win its 4th consecutive championship. SAU tied for 10th place out of 14 schools. Prior to the conference tournament, SAU participated at Pine Bluff, placing 3rd. Daniel Green's 81 led Ryder golfers as he placed 11th overall. Leonard Biddle and Jonathan Hammonds tied for 13th place with scores of 82. The men's and women's track teams competed against Division I rivals at a meet in Monroe, Louisiana. For the riders, Johnny Forte placed 5th in the 400-meter dash, Chad Stansbury 3rd in the 3,000-meter steeplechase, and Tyran Cager 3rd in the long jump. For the riderettes, Stormy Roberts placed 6th in the 400-meter dash, Kim Gray 6th in the 400-meter intermediate hurdles, and Rosalind Dennis 5th in the high jump. SAU Sports, I'm Monica Rasmussen.
With commentary, I'm Samantha Skiles. The 2000-2001 school year is coming to an end. Many students will be graduating and moving on to the real world. After attending SAU for more than 4 years, students will leave behind many friends and a lot of memories. Commencement speeches are often long, boring events with speakers offering vague platitudes and dull monotones. The 1999 graduation was memorable as football sprinklers doused those on the field. Of course, we all have other memories of our time here. The sad fact about commencement is that many graduates will rarely again visit Magnolia. Friendships and shared events become distant memories for many students. It's too bad more students do not return. If the students attending SAU would live each day to their fullest, this would be the best university with proud alumni. Congratulations to this year's graduates. With commentary, I'm Samantha Skiles.
With an SAU police log, I'm David Parkerson.
And I'm Angela Bradford.
On April 18th, Chad Legrone notified the University Police Department that a residence room had been entered and his wallet taken. Officer Donald Ray responded to Green Hall, room 226, the residence of Josh Thomas. Entry and exit was made through the room door, which was unlocked. Thomas left his wallet in his room around 12:30 a.m. and discovered it missing at 5 p.m. on April 18th upon his return. The only item missing from the room was the wallet. There are no suspects or witnesses at this time. The case is still under investigation. The following are the contents of the wallet: $40 in cash, a $20 check unsigned, a driver's license, an SAU ID card, a phone card, and a hunting license and hunter education card.
On April 27th, Officer Murphy was called to Green Hall lobby to take a report. Michael White, a resident assistant, told Officer Murphy he had noticed that the glass on the vending machine had been broken. There were no signs to indicate the machine had been forced open. There are no suspects or witnesses at this time.
Final exam week can be a time for potential loss of property. University police warn that students moving out of residence halls should lock their doors. In the past, reports of theft have taken place when students forgot to lock their doors when moving items out of their rooms. If moving at night, students must be aware of their personal safety. Look assertive, confident, and aware of your surroundings. And most important, don't be afraid to ask for help.
To report campus crime or if suspicious activities appear to be taking place, contact the University Police Department at 235-4100. That's 235-4100. With an SAU police log, I'm Angela Bradford.
And I'm David Parkerson.
I'm Christie Roden.
And I'm Braden Harman.
With job information from the SAU Employment Resource Center. Students looking for employment this summer, the search is over. SAU's Employment Resource Center has just released the latest job openings in and around campus.
SAU's Youth Apprenticeship Program is looking for dorm staff members. Staffers must be 21 or older and have a good driving record. Staffers receive $150 a week and free room and board.
SAU's Youth Apprenticeship Program is also looking for an additional instructor for a Certified Nurse Assisting course to be held July 19th through the 28th. Applicants must have a current Arkansas RN or LPN license and have at least 1 year of long-term care experience.
The Tutoring Center in Graham Hall is looking for English and math tutors for both summer sessions. Tutors may be regular or work study, and they must obtain a faculty recommendation. I'm Braden Harman.
And I'm Christie Roden.
With job information from the SAU Employment Resource Center.
With this week's entertainment news, I'm Heather Halter.
And I'm Daniel Green.
Southern Arkansas University has recently purchased Magnolia Skating Rink. Its new name is the Ryder Rink. Admission is free to students and $4 for the public. Ryder Rink hours are 3 to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 5 to 10 p.m. Friday, and 1 to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. Student organizations may also rent it from the school after normal hours for parties or gatherings. Skating isn't the only entertainment. There are pool tables and arcade games as well for the non-skaters.
A 10-minute play festival recently took place on the SAU campus. The festival occurred over 2 nights on Harton Stage in an intimate setting. Students in Professor Kristen Larson's directing class produced the plays. The directors included Corey Wages, Judy Crow, Matt Gatlin, Heather Quint, Kathleen Weller, Joann Lane, Philip Creed, Tanya Andrews, Brianne Harper, Christie Roden, and Jeff Grissom. The 10-minute play festival signified the end of the theater season.
SAU's bookstore is giving cash back for books. No matter where the books were bought, the bookstore will buy them back. The SAU bookstore is located on the 2nd floor of the Brew Center, upstairs from the cafeteria. Regular hours are Monday through Friday, 7:45 to 4 o'clock. New buyback hours are May 14th through 17th, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. The competition Mobile Text will also be buying books back. Across the street from Overstreet Hall, next door to the hair salon, Studio 2204.
The International Student Association banquet was held in the National Guard Armory. The food and entertainment were 2 reasons to attend the event. Some of the food was pilau from Kenya, tomagoyaki from Japan, chicken jinja from Pakistan, tandoori chicken from India, and fried noodles from Indonesia. While guests ate, they were entertained by dances, musical instrumentals, a fashion show, and even stand-up comedy. And that's this week's entertainment news.
SAU broadcast journalism students produce informative television programs for viewers in Southwest Arkansas. The SAU Report features interviews with faculty, staff, students, and alumni. It is seen each week in Magnolia on TCA Cable Channel 13. Camden residents can see the SAU Report each morning on Cable Channel 16. Tens of thousands of cable television households in Southwest Arkansas watch the program on KTSS-TV Channel 55 in Hope. The SAU Report not only serves as a learning tool for broadcast journalism students, but serves to inform the region about institutional events and personalities. Some editions of SAU Magazine feature audio segments from these television programs. Be sure and watch the SAU Report on your local cable television service. Informative viewing, provocative subject matter. The SAU Report.
With this week's SAU Calendar, I'm Nakita Martin. On Monday, May 14th, finals will begin and continue until Thursday the 17th. From 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., a stress-free zone will be held in the Brew Center. On Tuesday, the stress-free zone will be held again from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. That evening, from 10 p.m. to midnight, there will be a late-night feeding frenzy in the dining hall. On Wednesday, the stress-free zone will continue at the usual times. Thursday, May 17th, the Baptist Student Union Leadership Retreat will begin, and the residence halls will close. Students should be moved out by 5 p.m. On Friday, May 18th, the spring semester ends and commencement will begin at 8 p.m. at Wilkins Stadium. This year's guest speaker is Arkansas State Senator Percy Malone. In the event of rain, commencement will be moved to the Watson Gymnasium. And that's this week's SAU Calendar.
SAU Magazine is a production of broadcast journalism students in the Department of Theater and Mass Communication at Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.